Hey Shelby Bells, it's Shelby. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in for another video. In today's video, you guys, I wanted to talk a little bit about the Demi and Denzel Dion again. I wanted to kind of give you guys a little bit of an update. I talked about it in a live stream a little bit, but I want to talk about it on camera. Miss Kitty's here. We want to catch up on some tea. If you're interested in hearing more about that drama, make sure that you keep on watching. Thinking about the Denzel Dion and Demi situation, and you wanted to talk to them a little bit about it, right? Because you said you were upset that when I talked about it, it was during a live stream and we didn't give them the updates with you here, so you couldn't give your input, right, Miss? I know it, Miss. I'm sorry, but Chime was in town, Miss, and so we were spending time with Chime, and I'm so sorry that you haven't been able to talk to your fans lately, Miss. I'm so sorry. But we're back here now. We're back in the studio now, Miss, and that's what's important, right, Miss? I know it, Miss. I know I can't take what I did back, but I'm here now, and I'm here to make it right. Okay? Okay, Miss, you're just going to have to believe me by my actions, okay? We're back in the studio. You're back with your fans. Your fans have missed you. They love you. And Miss Kitty, your fans would really love an appearance from you if you would like to be on camera. Do you think that you might be able to show yourself for your fans? Your fans, they miss you so. And I know you miss your fans so. Come here, Miss. Oh, Miss. Okay. She said, okay, Mom, just one time, because I know that they've missed me, so I'm going to be here to say hi to my fans. Say hi, Miss. We love you so. We love you so. You guys know Miss Kitty hates being carried. This is not comfortable for Miss Kitty. So when we get a Miss Kitty appearance, look at her. She's like, put me down instantly. But you're so cute. Just look at your little self in the mirror there, Miss. You're so cute. Okay, let's talk about the drama. Miss Kitty is mad. Okay. Oh, okay. So she's gone. But yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit more about the Denzel Dion and the Demi situation. Mr. Kitty's here too. The cats are so stoked that we're filming in the studio again. You guys, that situation, so an update on it, if you guys are not caught up on this tea. So, the LAPD is investigating Demi's claims against Denzel Dion. If you're not caught up on the drama, they're allegedly, according to Demi, Denzel Dion basically came up and kind of started fighting her and hitting her and the A word that I can't say on YouTube, her at a party in LA, okay? I'm so sad. I was assaulted and beat up by @Max.Montana's best friend. He ripped my hair out and beat me up on the steps of a house at my most vulnerable. I couldn't defend myself because I was on steep steps, but he took advantage of me. I did absolutely nothing to the guy, but he couldn't deal with the fact of me flirting with his BFF, so he took effect. I am bleeding from falling on the steps and full of scrapes. Everyone did nothing but watch me and stare as I screamed for help and couldn't even hit back, including Max Montana. Tore all of my hair off and I couldn't find the rest of my hair, but I do know one thing, and this is a hate crime @Max Montana. I left that party with my hair braided back, thank God, but that doesn't justify what was done to me, and everyone watching me getting my ass beat on steep steps. I had no control and was caught so off guard. Also threatened that he would do it time and time again. If everyone can please help me find him. He's overly tall and African American @Max Montana. It's not okay. Everyone needs to help me find @Max Montana best friend so I can press charges and end this. He's a gay man. He had no business beating on me. This huge ass man had the nerve to pound on me on the stairs where I had no control. Mind you, he is 6'7". How about you give it a go and see if you can last a second getting boxed and your hair ripped out by him. Karma will find you, big guy. Thank you, everyone, for all of the messages. It really fills my heart to see how many people I have around me that care so much. This should have never happened. Him and I had an argument over a boy that I liked, that's his best friend, and it resulted in violence on his behalf. I've always known I was not liked, admired, or cared for by his body language and facial expressions, yet I always tried to keep the peace and say hi, give a hug. I had a crush on a guy, big effing deal. No justification to get ugly and humiliate me in front of your people. For that moment, I got a taste of what other girls like me around the world might go through, and let me tell you, your face in the concrete and not knowing what's going to happen next is not hopeful. I'm fine, I'll be good, but I pray for everyone else around the world that doesn't have a platform to share their stories. I love you. I'm being very careful with my words here because a couple of my videos on this topic ended up getting demonetized or limited ad suitability because of the discussion at hand, and YouTube is very weird when it comes to the topics you can talk about. So I have to be very careful with my words here. But yeah, it's very, very dramatic. You guys, it shook up the community. You guys were very, very down the middle, 50-50 on what you thought about the situation. A lot of you guys were saying Demi is making everything up. Denzel Dion would never do this. She's just calling out Denzel because he's a black man, trying to, further push the narrative about the big angry black man thing out there into the world, and you guys were not having that. The other side of you guys were very much on Demi's side, saying that, she knew her attacker and all of this, and that, it was Denzel because of all of these different things, right? Listen, you guys, I still don't know what to think about that. I really, really don't. I think the one thing that I know is that there's a lot of inconsistencies in Demi's story. And the thing is, if her inconsistencies are coming from a place of when she posted about this situation too soon, when she was still in shock from whatever happened to her, then that's really unfortunate, because it does make her story harder to believe at the end of the day. She was saying that she didn't know who attacked her, and then she knew who attacked her, and then she was saying that everybody was filming her being attacked, and then she went back and said that nobody was really there anymore. And there's just so many inconsistencies with this story. Denzel Dion insists that he was not there anymore at the time of that this happened. He said he saw her at a certain point at the party, and then he left and didn't see her again after that. So you guys, I was really neutral about this whole thing. Some of you guys, because I was neutral and not taking a side of whoever side you wanted me to be on, you decided to call me names. You decided to say I was a certain way, but I really am down the middle. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. I'm just here reporting the news, but I still don't know what to think. I think that it would be a really awful situation if she was making this up. I think that it would be is not a good look. Very Jussie Smollett. I think it would be very much that if she was making this up. And so I don't want to believe that. I have trouble believing that people can do things like that. I have trouble believing that people can be that cruel and that nasty to try and throw somebody under the bus and be that defamatory towards somebody else. I just have a hard time believing that. I also have a hard time believing that somebody who is a member of multiple marginalized communities, because both of these people are members of more than one marginalized community. Demi is trans and she is Hispanic, and Denzel Dion is black and he's gay. They're both members of more than one marginalized community. So it's hard for me to believe that Denzel would a trans woman like that. It's hard for me to believe that. It's also hard for me to believe that Demi would make that up. So I just don't know what to believe about the situation. But the one thing that I wanted to pinpoint about the situation is a lot of you guys were saying, well, Demi never went to the police. She never did this. She never went to the police. And she did. She did go to the police. And she did talk to them, and they are investigating the situation. So I think it's important that we don't spread false narratives. She did go to the police. She did talk with them. And a lot of you guys were just very, very much insistent in the comment section down below that she didn't. And she did. The police are investigating this. The police will be able to figure out what happened with this. They'll be able to use the cell towers to pinpoint Denzel's location during the time of the incident. And they'll be able to track that. So if he was there, then that honestly won't look good for Denzel, because he said he wasn't there, right? So we'll just have to see what updates come along with that. But it looks like Demi is kind of trying to get her life back to normal. She posted this on her Instagram story. She's having a good time. She's back at the club. She's having a good time. So it looks like life is kind of back to normal for her, at least from what we're seeing on camera. Now, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I'll keep you guys updated if we find out more about lawsuits or more about what's going on with people being convicted of things or whatever. I'll keep you updated on that. But it's just a really, honestly, the situation overall is very sad. If she's lying, that's a really bad look for her, and it's really sad. It makes me feel very, very, very badly for Denzel. If she's not lying and it was Denzel that did that to her, it's really unfortunate because, you know, why would you do that to another member of your community? Like, she is trans, you're gay, like you guys are part of the same community. Why would you do that? And then if she just got it wrong and is just coming after the wrong guy, well, you can't just say someone looks like someone and then use that as an excuse to make that person take the fall. It's a possibility, you guys, that she doesn't know who it was, but Denzel fits the description and she knows they have a little bit of a history where they don't really get along, so she's using him to take the fall, and that's unacceptable. You can't just be like, oh, I don't like you and I know you don't really like me either, and you fit the description of this person, so it had to be you, so I'm gonna make it be you, and that is not okay either. So I don't know, the whole situation is just such a mess. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about all this drama in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you. I know it's a tough, touchy topic, and really, honestly, my heart goes out to all parties involved right now until we find out the truth and what's going on. I hope that she's healing. It seems like she is. If she's out at the club, it seems like she's doing just fine, girl. So at least we know that. But yeah, leave me your comments on all this drama in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you. And that's going to be it for today's video, you guys. If you did enjoy it, make sure you give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel down below. Don't forget to ring the bell so you're notified of all my future videos when they do post. Remember, all Shelby bells ring the bell. And yeah, if you enjoyed today's video, YouTube should be suggesting a couple more down here for you to choose from. So I'd love it if you did that. And aside from that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.